Yes, that's good. Now we are going to see JEE high level architecture. Okay, what is MVC? MVC in JEE level. Okay, just go ahead and understanding what is JEE MVC. Okay, so nowadays we are using Spring and Struts, JSF, some frameworks architectures, right? So we need to understand first basic architecture. Okay, from this basic only we are I mean these Spring people and JSF people, everyone developing these MVCs. Okay, so first why we need MVC? Okay, J2W MVC, basic MVC. So first question is why we need MVC? Okay, in historical manner, okay, how it's look like. So this is my U, for example, this is my view means our U layer like HTML a JSP file. Okay, this is my view and this is my server side coding. Okay, client tier architecture. If you see the client tier architecture, this is called client tier architecture. Okay, two tier architectures like a client and server. So server side we are ultimately we are going to use servlet only. Okay, servlet. So servlet itself we are writing like controlling in the sense, if you use any form submission here, okay, we need to get the values from the form, that is called controlling, and do whatever you want. I mean wherever you want you can send the data, either like a database or somewhere. Okay, so this is my database, this is my database, this is my database. Okay, first I'm getting the data from the UI and stored into database. Control, that is called controlling as of now. So after controlling we need to if any business logic is required, okay, we need to perform here itself business logic. Okay, after controlling in the sense getting the data from the HTTP request, HTTP protocol, I'm doing some business logic over the data. Okay, and finally we are going to use some database connection logic, DB connection. Ultimately we need to write get connection logic, right? If you want to connect any database we need connection logic, that is called JDBC logic. Okay, DB connection logic, it means JDBC. JDBC logic we need to write. If you have any server side validations, then here itself, I mean controlling, that is comes under controlling part. So control itself we are writing like validation, server side validations, everything. Okay, DB connection. Then finally we are written the response written to our view layer. Okay, this is the two tier architecture. If you maintain this, okay, in future you may want to change this DB connection logic from JDBC to Hibernate or any ORM tools, then you need to modify entire servlet logic. Okay, this is called dependency, it's like a coupling. Okay, so our code is depending on some other logic, you need to change other logic also. Okay, if you change this, if you remove this, then you need to remove entire logic itself. Okay, so this is not a correct procedure actually. Okay, so we are, I mean this servlet is strictly tightly coupling with other classes and other logics. Okay, that's what MVC comes into picture. Okay, MVC come into picture. So what is that MVC, what mainly it said? Okay, we'll see now. So what is the typical architecture of the MVC, J2E MVC? Okay, so ultimately MVC in the sense we can extend that MVC model view controller, this is called MVC. Okay, so view, so it having three types, model and view and controller. Okay, first the request is starting from view layer, ultimately it is a view is the front end, of course we know this is the view layer. So we are using like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JSPs, okay, other like Angular, or etc. These are all the view technologies. Okay, this is the view layer. Then after that, controller, it means that is the client and this is the server. And server side, ultimately the first one gateway means our HTTP gateway is nothing but servlet. It's a controller, okay, to controlling the logic, to controlling the data. This is the controller. So controller, we are using technologies like servlet. Maximum we are going for servlets only. Servlets. Now model layer. Now model layer. This is the model having business. Actually we are saying as a business data, business logic, this model having. Okay, model having business logic. Business logic. So servlets is the controlling the data. So model having business logic. So model itself we are dividing into two types. Okay, to organizing business logic, again here for example in business having business logic, right, it means our actual business logic in this class, if it is model is a single class, actual business logic is there, and along with database connectivity logic, database logic. Okay, database logic also there. If you want to change database logic from one place, I mean one technology to another technology, then again it is strictly coupling with actual business logic. Okay, that's what they are dividing model layer also in some ways. See here. So two layers. So one is the service or business delegate. Okay, one is the service layer, another one is the DAO, data access object layer. So service layer, ultimately we are using only business logic. Only business logic. In DAO we are using only database related logic. Database related logic. Database related logic. Okay. So this is the actual MVC, guys. Okay. So the request is coming from U layer, then immediately it is getting hit controller. So controller will validate the data and do controlling and hit the service layer. From request service to it goes to DAO layer and do database operations. Database operations in the sense it hit the database for storing purpose or retrieving purpose. We are going to use database. Then get the data. Again DAO is written back to the data into data to service layer. Service written back to controller. Controller is going to render the request in the U layer. Okay. So this is actual MVC. So if we see the technical architecture MVC, then delete it. Okay. Yeah. Controller, service and DAO. Okay. Now the data, how the data is going to transfer, in which format it is going to transfer. Okay, which objects we need to use here. The technical architecture. So the request is going like this through the HTTP request. Okay, Then our gateway like controller understand that HTTP request and parse it and get the data by using some methods, HTTP methods. Okay, and make it one object. That object name as we are call like we are calling like that object as form object. Okay, form object. Okay, that's not a problem here. Form object is not required actually. If it is required, then only we can use. Delete it. You just get the data and make it an object. Make vivo object. What is vivo here? Vivo is nothing but value object. It's like a normal bean. So the object which is going to send from control layer to service, that is called vivo. So it's depending on developers guys, developers and architectures, project architects. Okay, so actually now vivo is actually deprecated. If you really require, then you can use. In some companies and some architecture they are using read only ro objects, also read only objects. Okay, like that they are mentioned that their convenient naming conventions. So actually in olden J2E architecture we are called as a vivo object. Vivo is a normal poso class, okay, which is having the data which is getting from the UI layer, okay, and make it vivo object by the controller and send that object to service layer by the controller. Okay, so the request is sent to service along with vivo object. Okay, now service service layer get that vivo object and parse that object and do the business logic and make it one more object. So it make BO object. Okay, BO means business object. Okay, business layer makes BO object and send it to DAO layer. So this BO and VO everything is a POJO classes only. Okay, normal POJO classes only. For data transferring only we are going to use this objects. Okay, this is the BO object. Make sure BO means the object which is going to send from service layer to DAO layer. So BO object having the data which is only useful for DAO operations. Okay, are you getting? For database, if you want to send the data to database layer, so make sure we need to send the BO object. Okay, the request is going like this. Okay, along with the request BO object is going to send. Okay, now database is performing some database operations and send that BO object to database, store to database and get some data from the database. Okay, and make it one more object. Makes DTO object. Okay, DTO means data transfer object. We are going to use DTO here. So the request is going like this. The response, sorry, not request, the response. Okay, along with response, which object? DTO object. This is the DTO, data transfer object. Okay, so data transfer object. Now here data transfer object is there. Then our servlet, our controller is rendering the request in UI with along with the corresponding data, with the data whatever you want to display in UI, it's going to display in UI. Okay, I hope you understand the typical architecture of the MVC. So same architecture we are going to follow in our project now. Okay, now controller, service and DAO, everything we need to take care to create these phases in our application, related to our application. Okay, So this is about session 3, like JEE MVC architecture explanation. Just high level explanation. I'm not going to deep into that